Today I'm honoring Aaron Garcia, who was a co-worker of mine, one of my partners from the Imperial Police Department. We worked close together for probably 6 years. He was also our team leader in our high entry team. It's kind of like a SWAT team. He was our first team leader, and he expected the best from us, and we try to do whatever we can to make sure we're the best.
How does honoring him tonight make you feel?
It makes me feel proud, but it's like when you miss somebody else in your family. You know, you wish they were there. You wish you could have said more things, but they're always in your heart, and he will always be there, no matter where I'm at. And he's a good guy, and I miss him a lot.
I'm honored to be a part of it. Law Enforcement Memorial Week and Law Enforcement Memorials nationwide mean the world to law enforcement officers as we pay tribute to our fallen brothers and sisters. It is very humbling to be here to stand before the memory of 44 fallen officers in the Imperial County tonight. And I pray that during the rest of my career I don't have to add number 45 to that, or any of our fellow law enforcement agencies don't have to add numbers to that. Kind of leaves me speechless. It's really humbling to be here. It makes me proud of the people that are still standing here and doing their job today. Unfortunately, I've had the privilege of knowing many of the fallen officers. There's three specifically. First and foremost, Officer Efren Cornell, who worked for our agency, passed away in 2020 to COVID. Chief Barra talked about Aaron Garcia, and I worked with Aaron Garcia. A lot of fond memories of my contacts with many of these officers. And then there's Border Patrol Agent Rosas. And he and I served together as reserves for the El Centro Police Department many years. And came along and rode with me as he served his reserve hours. And I remember coming back from San Diego the night that he lost his life in the mountains, and seeing the flashing lights and seeing the armed Border Patrol agents at the checkpoint, and knowing that something significant had happened. And then showing up to work the next day, I was assigned to a task force, and finding out from one of my fellow workers that worked for the Border Patrol that it was Robert was very heartbreaking. So tonight's dedicated to every person who serves in uniform throughout the Imperial County and throughout our nation. They face challenges every day that they put their uniform on, and to come to work and put one foot in front of the other, pin a badge up on your chest, star or otherwise, and go out and serve our community, I think is the most noble profession that we can ever do. And to that, I'm very honored and pleased to be able to serve alongside and with some of these officers. I personally have known some of the fallen.
This event is very important to us, not only the United States Border Patrol, but to all local law enforcement agencies. It's a time for us to reflect, to be able to honor our fallen, and to be able to honor their families, and to let them know that they will never be forgotten, and the ultimate sacrifice that was made by their loved one will never be forgotten as well. During these memorials, the United States Border Patrol has lost 149 Border Patrol agents to in the line of duty. This past year alone, the Border Patrol has lost 16 agents in the line of duty. The ones that are a little more heartfelt are the ones that are local to the Imperial County. For instance, Border Patrol Agent Robert Rosas, who was killed in the line of duty in 2009. His loss and the loss of losing his family is always a little more heartfelt and a little more emotional because he was one of us. He was a local from the Imperial County, and so we always try to reach out to their family and stay close to their family and let them know that their loved one and them are not forgotten.
Well, as you could see, it's a very somber occasion. It's our little tribute, what little we can do for the great sacrifice that these officers have made, and to honor the families. I think some of the speakers spoke about the families and how they have to sacrifice quite a bit, you know, and I really make it a point to be here. Matter of fact, today is my wife's birthday, and they're out to dinner, but I feel like it's something that we have to do as law enforcement brotherhood, as other speakers said. As you heard, there's quite a few members of the sheriff's office that named. Since I've been in law enforcement, there have been quite a few. I spent 28 years with the CENTRO Police Department, and it was unfortunate, but some of the names that they named were around when that happened, and so and then most recently, of course, Anthony Redondo, who a young man, very well liked, had a bright future, and it was a tragedy for that to happen.